Hi there folks, this is the Stuart Isis that I'm restoring, and I had a problem with the deck because the deck, it was so badly burnt that basically I just couldn't, was unusable. So what I've done is I've just made a ply pattern just to give it some support. Then what I've done is I've had to turn it over so that I can try and keep the original wood. So what I've done is I've spent some time trying to clean the wood up and to get it back to its normal glory, and I think that sort of worked quite well now. So when we actually put the canopy on, the cowl, you know, it's going to look something like that. So I think that's quite acceptable. You know, when you're restoring boats, it's always difficult to you know, to decide. You know, it's a dilemma really on how to go about it, because you have to be so careful to think about what you're actually doing, and that, you know, the statement really is to try and keep it to the most original condition that you possibly can in order to get the boat to be running and on the water. You know, that's my basic statement that I work to. Now, this is an early Stuart Isis, and stated around between about, you know, 1926 to about 1938, so I would think this is quite an early one, probably 1930s from looking at it. And under investigation on the hull, what I found was that you know, there is flecks of green paint, light green paint, which is on most of the original Isis boats. So luckily enough, what I'm going to do is I've got some 30-year-old Stuart paint, light green, so I'm going to redo the bottom of the hull and the waterline. I'll be honest, I'm not quite sure what I'm going to do with this yet. You know, my heart tells me to keep it as it is and just to sort of preserve it with some acrylic, and I think that's probably the best way to go. As you can see here, you know, there's a burn mark here because what the old, you know, the person who had it took the exhaust through here and basically burnt the boat. So I'm not sure what I'm going to do. I could rerun it through to here, or I could also run it through the smokestack here. So I'll have to think about that. But as you can see, you know, she's going to look quite nice. And I think that if you can forgive the damage on the deck, you know, it's keeping it to its original condition. Whereas, okay, I might be able to source a piece of mahogany, but, you know, to be honest, it won't be true to the actual boat. So I'm thinking of leaving this on, and you know, I'm going to repin it, because I've got some pins that are probably vintage, like I did on the polywog, so that won't be a problem. And I'm going to make a rudder here to go in there, and I'm going to put a servo on it, so, you know, you can control it. And I've got a vintage sight glass coming, so I'm going to put some pipework on there with the Stuart sight glass on it, and then I'm going to put a steam stop valve further down here so that you can alter the actual steam going through to the engine. So I think that's going to be good. So the next video is I'll pipe it all up so that you can see the boat actually in this condition, you know, running. And if anybody's got any thoughts on that, you know, please let me know, because I'm always interested. You know, I'm always willing to take advice, you know, even with my experience. So, you know, please take a look and see what you think. But I'm really pleased with that Stuart Sun engine. I think it's beautiful. And the boiler, well, it's like new now, that. So good. Anyway, thanks ever so much, and I do appreciate you watching the videos. And you know, please leave a comment, you know, because I'll answer everyone. Thanks very much, and thanks for watching this video.